What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because we're going to be doing another ShopMissA new release. I know that everybody wants to know, is this any good? This is the new release, a ShopMissA Hold My Brow, but it's a soap brow product. A lot of the questions are how to use this product. Is it any good? So if you're interested in a demo and my thoughts about tips and tricks on how to use this product so it can work for you, keep on watching. Alright guys, so I don't have any product on my brows right now. If you moisturize, a good tip is to make sure that the area is nice and clean. So this looks clear, but as you can see on my spoolie, it does have a little bit of that soapy white consistency. I would just kind of work it in there slowly. Grab any setting spray. We're gonna go ahead and spray into the little container. You don't want it like a river of water. You just want a little bit. Go ahead and work it into your spoolie. I have a disposable spoolie. When you order this product, it does not come with a spoolie, so just make sure that you have an available one. I like to go ahead and saturate it just because I don't want to be constantly dipping back into the container. I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping the product all over the hair from the root all the way up. I have some areas where I do have bald spots. So what I like to do to make sure that all the hair is coated, I like to go ahead and almost comb backwards and then just kind of start working it the way that I want them to lay. Now, everybody is going to have different brow styles and brow lengths. So my hair is not that long. If you do have longer hair, I would say scoop it up and then start to kind of like work with it. In my case, like I said, I don't have extremely long hair. It's pretty easy just to kind of get it all in there. What I did notice using this product is it does have a little bit of a white cast. It can be taken care of. Obviously, the more that you press it down and the more that you go through it, you just kind of assure that it dries the way that you want it to dry. So here, as you can see, it's pretty easy to work with. So here I'm just pressing it down, and there you have it, folks. It's not super complicated. Again, it's really going to depend on the style that you want, if you want them all wild or you want to kind of comb them down. A tip, if you want an extreme laminated look with your finger or with the edge of the spoolie, I'm just going to demonstrate with my finger. I'm just going to go ahead and like press it, almost like stamp it on. And this is just gonna assure that the hair is going to stay this way. If you want to work with the edging and perfecting, grab another spoolie or the same spoolie that you have and just kind of get the tip of it and start shaping it slightly down. And you can see on the longer hair that it does make a difference. At the top, I really don't have super long hair, so you can't really see it. But I'm pretty happy with this look. So we're going to go ahead and do the other brow off camera, and then we'll come back to finish the brow. All right, guys. So this is the product by itself. Okay, like I said, if you have bald spots or you want that extra oomph, there are two options that I find work. It's really going to be up to you and what you want to do as far as effort for your brows. If this is an everyday kind of thing and you're going on the more natural side, then you might want to just leave it alone and walk out the door. But if you want to kind of bring these brows to life and give it a little extra, then this is for you. So I find that you can go in with a brow pencil on top of this. I recommend that you pick something that has a very small, precise tip so that you can get in there. And the point of laminated brows is really to create that brow definition. And so you don't want to go in there and shade too much. You want something to kind of give you that hair stroke effect. Option one, grab a pencil, make sure it's super thin. Option two, and my personal preferred method, is grabbing a brow pen. Now, the brow pen, again, make sure that it has a very fine tip. The point of the matter for me is just to go in and fill out any area that I feel like I have a bald spot or I need definition. And again, it's not going to take away from that laminated effect, but it's just going to perfect the brow look just like this. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch. I believe this is the color espresso. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of lead you through what I have found. This is a rather new technique for me. Right here at the bottom, I see that I have maybe tiny gaps that I want to kind of perfect. So I'm gonna make sure that I have my pinky supported, right? Don't press on your makeup because then you'll leave a fingerprint. So here, I'm just gonna go in with that tip and just kind of barely create any like hair, just with the fine tip, adding that definition. And I'm gonna do that wherever I feel that I need extra definition. So I already did the bottom section, and you're not gonna see a major difference, but it does, for me, fill in any any bald spots that I might have. I'm just gonna go in and do the bottom edge just to add a little bit of definition. And then I also find that in between the brow hair, I might need some extra. So looking at straight into the camera, you can kind of see that, again, it didn't make a dramatic difference, but I still feel like we kept the laminated look, we cleaned it up, we managed to fill in any gaps and add definition if that's what we're looking for, while still maintaining this amazing look. So let's go ahead and fill in the other brow, and we're almost done. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and filled in any gaps that I felt that I needed to fill to create my shape. So there you go. The last thing that I recommend is go ahead and clean up with a little bit of concealer. I say caution a little bit. We don't want to overdo the eye area by adding too much concealer because it kind of defeats the purpose of that like natural fresh brow, right? I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and I'm just going to grab very little. As you can see, I already have some eye makeup going on. So for me, I'm just going to try to be very light with my application. I do recommend a flat brush like this. So I went ahead and applied some in the back of my hand. I'm going to go ahead and just try to stick to the areas that I feel need a little bit of cleanup. And as I'm applying it, I'm laying it down and kind of pressing it in. So once I already kind of have it down, I do change brushes to a more round, dense brush, and I just make sure that it is pressed in. If you don't have eye makeup, this is going to be a lot faster and easier. I don't want to have a line showing. So this brush really gets in there and kind of blends it all together. And there you go. You can go ahead and set it with powder. I don't feel like I need to do that. It is a very slight cleanup, but I feel like it really does make a difference. If you feel that you need to go in on top of the brow, again, light hand. Right now, I don't feel like I have a lot of imperfection at the top of the brow, so I'm good to go. So we're going to go ahead and clean the other brow, and then final thoughts are coming your way. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Let's talk about some thoughts and tips. When you open the container, pros, you can take off the little compartments here. We can separate them. You can simply kind of slide it into the back and work and then put it away. So I like that. The spoolie, disposables, not a problem. One of the things that I think most people are concerned about is it going to come out white or clear? This one looks clear, but on the spoolie, you see a little bit of that white cast. Like I said, since I go in with the brow pen or brow pencil, it kind of covers that up, but I do find that in photography, I did pick up a little bit of that white cast, but I feel like for everyday life and something quick, a quick fix for your brows, this would be really nice, and it's only $1. So I feel like it's worth a shot. Tips on actually applying it. So does it matter what setting spray I use? I find that most setting sprays contain the majority of main ingredients. So as long as you have something wet to activate it, you should be good to go. So as you are applying it, it dries, I would say, rather quickly, but you can always put it to where you manage the consistency. So I don't like to have a bunch of wet product just hanging out in the container. So I'd rather do a little bit and then build, but you can definitely add more of the wet consistency to create that paste and have more time to work with the product. So the last thing that I want to kind of add is, again, if you want just a regular brow soap so that you can manage your brow hairs and just walk out the door and have that fresh look, this is definitely worth a try. If you want that little bit of an extra definition, we did talk about two options, either a thin pencil or a thin brow marker, which is my personal favorite, and you still have that fresh brow, but you have a little bit more control over gaps and definition. Overall, I feel like for $1, this is definitely worth the try. I enjoy that ShopMissA is releasing products that are trending, that are affordable, and that you can definitely add to your makeup routine. Super easy, low maintenance, and you're good to go. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this brow tutorial video demo. I feel like there's a lot of ShopMissA releases, try-ons, demos, all of that good stuff coming your way. So make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can know every single time that we upload. Also, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms at MUA Carla Trevino, where I share makeup tips and tricks, fashion, and lifestyle, because we all want to look good on a budget. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.